guys, I am back. It's been forever since I have been on YouTube. Absolutely forever. It has been insane. Life has been a whirlwind. Finally finished my degree, finished my master's, handed in my project, I think it was last week, so that freed up a bit of my time. What else? Remember last in January I brought out, I think it was my very first video, the vision board, and I put a picture of myself and babe, and I put an engagement ring. Well, bam, I'm engaged. Look at that, guys. It is beautiful. The camera isn't showing the real beauty of the ring, but yes guys, it is gorgeous. I am officially engaged, so life has taken a different but really good turn. There's planning the wedding, and planning the wedding, stressful. Not as stressful as I thought it would be, let me not lie, but it has been stressful. But I love my family. They have been nothing but great. Like, my family and friends have been so supportive in helping me. So yeah, life has taken on a new, I'm going to be somebody's wife. I'm going to be somebody's wife. Anyhow, so I am actually contemplating doing a wedding series. I always watch them on YouTube and I absolutely love them, so I thought, hey, why not? Let me do my own one, wedding series. But the problem I'm having is, like I said before, I'm not a vlogger, so every time I take the camera out, I always end up putting in the video what I want. So for example, let me explain what I mean, because I don't think that made any sense. So I went to the cake tasting with my sister and my soon-to-be sister-in-law, and in recording it, I ended up putting in the drawing for the actual cake we're going to have, and there's no way I can edit the footage and still get really good content if I take that out. So it's things like that. I end up adding into the footage the real things we're going to have on our wedding day. So I'm thinking of maybe just doing the series, putting out the series after. Sorry, I keep looking only because I'm not in my room, I'm in the living room. You can tell by change of environment, because I have a lot of wedding delivery in my bedroom, so everything is just chaotic there. So I feel like people keep walking by. So if I keep doing that, I'm sorry, I'll try not to. But like I was saying, cake tasting. So I have the drawing for what our cake will be, including like the colors and stuff in the footage, and obviously I don't want people to see it before until after the wedding day. So I think I might just put the series out after the wedding, because after that I'm probably gonna again disappear for like a month or two because of moving and, you know, just coming down off the high of the wedding, I guess, and just taking some time out to be with my new husband. Can you tell I'm excited, guys? I'm so happy. I'm deliriously happy. So yeah, that's my life update. If anything, follow me on Instagram. I'm always on there now. I'm trying to use Insta stories a bit more, so I will be putting some stuff up on Instagram. If all else fails, Snapchat as well. They're all the same names, Ayo Agwesawa. I will put the link for everything below. And with that said, on to today's video. So something that I do every quarter, and I think I've mentioned this before, is I self-evaluate. I have learned to really just evaluate my progress in life and where I am and how I'm going to get to where I want to be. And I have to say, it has really made me a better person. So today I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to evaluate your progress, and I think they work wonders, and I'm telling you from personal experience. I use them all the time. I do it every single quarter, and I know we're 2 months into the second quarter, but it's never ever too late to evaluate your progress. So grab your pen, grab your paper, grab your coffee. I have mine right here. Always do it in the to-go cup because it keeps it really warm. Hot, should I say. It keeps it really hot. So yeah, number 1, here we go. So number one is to think on paper. There is more of an emotion, I feel like, when you take pen to paper and you write down your goals or your list without the interference of technology. And I'm speaking from the experience of somebody who is extremely addicted to tech. It's so bad. Like, I'm always with my iPhone, my iPad, my laptop, my camera. It's just, sometimes it's too much. So when you want to write down and you really want to evaluate your progress in life, it pays to sit down there, old school pen and paper, and think on paper. Write it down. Write a list of the goals or the tasks you want to complete, and then take each one, and then under each one write the steps you need to get to it. So for example, I want to, I don't know, start a business in 6 months. That's your goal. All right, fine. You take that and you put that at the top of the paper. That's your heading. And then under it, list the steps that it will take for you to get to that goal. It's so much easier when you have it and you can put it on your wall and you can look at it every single day and you're motivated to also work through it. And I feel like when you think on paper, it's easier for you to really dig deep. Like, there's a book that it's on my to-do list. I really need to read it. My dad recommended it. It's Deep Work. I'll put the link in the description box below. Anyone I know that's read it has said it's amazing. So it's definitely on my to read list. But thinking on paper allows you to really dig deep and ask yourself those questions. How do I want to progress in life? What do I need to do to get from where I am to where I want to be? So my biggest tip is, number one, think on paper. Forget the technology. Don't do the notes on the iPhone because you can get distracted. A message will come in, you want to read it, you want to hop on Instagram. No, put the phone in a different room, put the iPad, put the TV off, everything away from you. Get a pen, get a paper, and really dig deep into what you want in life and list the steps of how you're going to get there. It is so easy to track how you're progressing in life when you have it written down on paper and easily accessible. Number two of how you can evaluate your progress and evaluate as to whether you are making progress in life is to develop a new skill. Now, if your thing is to learn French, then learn French. If it's to learn Spanish, then learn Spanish, but do something else. Learn a new skill. Learn how to sew. Learn how to code. Learn, how to make some form of dessert or something that you can sell. Learn a new skill. Learn how to bake. Anything. Because for me, a sign of progress is when you're continually learning, being educated, having soft skills, transferable skills, to me is always a sign of progress and a sign of learning. So find something that you're I don't want to necessarily say passionate about, because some people might not have that, but find something you think, oh, I might be interested in learning that, and learn it. There are free online courses. Read the job website. They do certificates. Do that. Learn something. It takes nothing away from you to develop yourself. So make it a point to say, this quarter, I'm going to learn a new skill. Next quarter, this is the skill I'm going to learn. That's 4 new skills in 1 year. That's more than you had the year before. So do that. Learn a new skill and make progress. Number 3 is to, this one I love. I think I love all these, but this one is something that I had to learn the hard way. Number 3 is to give yourself a realistic benchmark, like realistic deadline as to your goals. Now, I used to take on so much and I'd be like, oh, by next month I'll be done. Who are you lying to? By next month you haven't even started. Like, let's not lie. So give yourself a very, very realistic benchmark. Look at your goal, look at your task. Can I do it within this time frame? If you cannot, chunk it down into pieces and complete it in stages. And if you can, then go for it and stick to it and work hard at it. But give yourself a very, very realistic benchmark, because I found that whenever I missed deadlines, I was very hard on myself, and it made me feel like a failure, when in reality, it just was that I couldn't meet that deadline because I was taking on more than I could afford to give, if that makes any sense. So give yourself a very, very realistic benchmark. Don't put too much on yourself than you can do or you can achieve. Without having a realistic deadline, you find that you're just shooting in the dark. So do yourself a favor and miss out on all this negativity and emotions that may come your way when you miss the deadlines, okay? So just Set yourself a realistic benchmark. It helps. And it saves the tears. Trust me. And I know I said I wanted to give 3 tips, but when I was recording this and I was thinking, and you know, things just come your way. It's just as you're thinking, one thing comes. But I want to give you a bonus tip, and this, and I think this will really help you. I would like to think this one will really help you. Criticize yourself, but don't condemn yourself. I find that a lot of people that I speak to, whether they're friends and families and other girls that I've met at events and things like that, a lot of us tend to come down so hard on ourselves. And it's terrible because you make yourself feel like such a failure when in reality, it is okay to get things wrong. It is okay to turn around and say, do you know what? I should have done this better. I should have done this. So next time, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Don't condemn yourself and then be in this bubble of negativity and then be in this bubble of emotion. Just criticize yourself, evaluate yourself, and then move on. And I think a lot of the things that we do is we look at other people and we watch other people's progress, and we see it as a sign of what is wrong with me. Why am I not progressing? There is something that my parents, especially my mom, always says to me, and I will say it in Yoruba, and basically what it says is "Ika dogba." Basically just means fingers are not equal. You can, if you look at your own hands, your thumb and all your fingers, they're not the same length, and that's how you need to view people. Everybody's, as far as I'm concerned, everybody's destiny, everybody's purpose in life is extremely different. Okay, I cannot judge my pinky by my index finger, and I cannot judge my index finger by my middle finger. I think that's the index finger. Yeah, I think. Anyways, but you get what I'm saying. So I cannot judge my thumb by my middle finger. It's different lengths. There's nothing I can do about it. But because they're different lengths is why they work well so together. Work so well together. So I think people need to really remember that and hold on to that. As long as you're working at a pace that is convenient for you, at a pace that is realistic for you, and at a pace that works for you, you will get to where you're going. Okay, don't watch me and I'm not gonna watch Mrs. A, B and C, and I'm not gonna do, just stay in your lane. And it's not stay in your lane to be mean, it's stay in your lane for the sake of your own health and the sake of your own mental wealth. Okay, as far as okay, I feel like I'm getting really preachy because I get really passionate about stuff like that. So like I said, Ikao Dogba, fingers are not equal. Okay, give yourself a break. Criticize yourself, but don't condemn yourself. Cry if you must, but then get up and continue your journey and continue in your own pace. So let us recap today. Number 1, think on paper. It helps. Number 2, upgrade your skills. It makes you a better person. Number 3, give yourself a realistic benchmark, a very realistic deadline. And the bonus, number 4, is to criticize yourself, but don't condemn yourself. Right. That was good. I really wanted to, I really wanted it to be something that I wanted to get across to people. And I'm not trying to tell you what to do or how to be, but these are things that have worked for me and have helped me move on from where I was and slowly but surely becoming the person who I definitely believe I want to be and getting to where I want to be. So I'm going to do everything in my power to share my journey with you, to share the steps that I think are working and have worked for me with you. So I'm not here to be anyone's mom, I'm not here to be anyone's teacher, but I definitely believe in passing on the knowledge and things that have worked for me to other people. I'm not helping anyone by holding it in or by not helping somebody else progress. So the sky is big enough for everybody to fly. So my secret tips are your secret tips. And on that note, I'm about to shoot off and do some wedding stuff, and I will catch you later.